coffee and tobacco, we can impose restrictions. I read that in Vent quite a few times. Right, so armies are actually full strength now. Excellent. So we can once again reduce our maintenance. And how are we doing in terms of force limit? We are still over the limit. I think that we do need to build some force limit increasing buildings so that we can get those artillery out, if nothing else. They are kind of expensive to build, though. Admiral Ali has finally died. Oh well. Right, how are we doing compared to you? You want to become a vassal yet? No. That gap's actually growing. Curses. And I'm down to 3 vassals. So what is my... I'm still 4 over. Right, because we have the alliance with Hungary. That was the extra one. We do have a royal marriage with everyone else, so that is totally fine. And everyone's opinion of us is pretty high. I mean, we could probably do a little bit more with Akanulu. So... No, I can't, because I have no diplomats available. And that's fine. And we are once again earning some money. Regimental camp. It's only +1, but it will be modified by the army modifiers. I'll build it in the places where we have a lot of build slots. Wave of obscurantism. A typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behaviour in most nations until the Age of Enlightenment arose in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. Knowledge is power. We lose national unrest or prestiga. But considering unrest hasn't been a massive problem thus far, I'm going to take that. And we can finish off the military ideas, which I think we shall do. Production efficiency, lovely jubbly. That's going to be more troops and also 20% more mercenaries. Leader siege +1, which is good. And then the Amirs actually like us more. What? Impossible. But the Amirs never like us. We could call it Diet and make them like me quite significantly. I mean, I still want to demand military support from them. Which will piss them off again more. We can impose a new religious tax which loses loyalty, tolerance of heathens. I don't really care about that. I'd much rather have the money. I could ask you for a contribution, but I'm still trying to save up for the demand of diplomatic support from you, so that is a lot of money though. And we will be 4% short of them being nice to me. So we'll wait. And then the Alima really like me. So we could support the clergy, which increases there to 35. Still too short. No, we may as well do that. Alright, anything else I can build? Do I want to continue just doing the shipyards? Oh, we could build some production buildings. Let's go and do that. I think we just need to be a little more aggressive. I mean, 0.1s, if you have 10 0.1s, that is 1 extra ducat, which is then further modified. So it looks like it would be pretty good. Hey, fine Schiff. Yeah, I've been thinking about going to war with the Ottomans. The problem with that is they're allied with Muscovy. That's like 2 of the most powerful nations in the world allied with each other. It's not a good time. Also, they're now allied with my ally Tunis. The Ottomans are causing me issues. I mean, I still out-ally them with my allies, including them, Dawashir, Adal, and Tunis. The Ottomans are insulting me. Like, if they declare war on me and don't pull in the Muscovy, for example, I'd be perfectly happy. And in fact, I suspect that would be the only way that they would get them. Because I almost got to the stage where I could attack the Ottomans and Muscovy would have rejected the call. One of our local provincial governors has skillfully used his authority to increase the tax base. Cool. And Diplo is almost at the level where we can actually finally keep pace and get ahead of time, which will mean that we are finally earning plus 20% trade efficiency. Merchant guilds gain 10 influence. They're now at 77. That is dangerous. That is also a boatload of money, though. No, I'm gonna. I'm going to resist the temptation. I'm going to wait until they have 3% more, and then I will go and rob them blind. How about going to war with Karakanulu? Yeah, that one's a bit more winnable. I mean, I'm still a little bit concerned about the state of my manpower at the moment, because it is pretty low. And I'm concerned about the fact that the Ottomans are just kind of sitting there, going, we're watching you. I mean, the thing that I'm trying to build up most at the moment is my navy. I could do with some artillery, like everyone else has artillery, and we don't. Yeah, my army is significantly bigger than theirs, but they have the manpower. And they have janissaries. Don't ever underestimate janissaries. I may have said that once or twice before. Is there any more trade power that we should be going for? No. Oh, see here, for the trade power it shows you what estate's in charge. It does here too. Thank you. I didn't even realise that change. I love it. Fantastic. That's awesome. I've been hoping for that change for a long time. So you can actually see what estate is in which places. Now please give me that for development. That's where I wanted it actually. It was for development. Because I want to be developing the places which are noble estate for manpower and not production or admin, for example. So that change, which you just saw for buildings, give me that for development. Paradox. Paradox. Yeah, it was actually for development I meant, not for the buildings. I mean, it's cool for the buildings, but development would be more useful for me. Well, for both. So you have a small problem with the U4. I'm playing as Austria, and the Reformation happened in Würzburg. Quickly after Brandenburg and Saxony converted, spawning the other two centres of Reformation. I ripped the centres out of Brandenburg and Saxony and converted them away. Yeah, the Würzburg one is causing you problems. The initial centre is unconvertible manually. It is... No, it has the minus 1,000, doesn't it? You could always release it. So release them as a vassal and then free them. In fact, if you release them as a vassal, I think you can force their religion. Although, be careful doing that because it will increase the liberty desire by a huge amount. Yeah, enforce religion. So release Würzburg as a vassal, enforce religion on them. It will increase the liberty desire by plus 50, but that will go down over time. And if you are that much stronger than them anyway, it shouldn't matter so much. And then you'll be able to just annex them at some point in the future. That's probably what I would do. Forcing religion on them using the screen doesn't get rid of the centre. I tried that already. Release them as a vassal. Sorry, release them as a vassal, then release them, then declare war on them. Hey, George. If you're the Emperor, then that shouldn't piss off the other princes overly. I mean, the Reformation is meant to be a problem. There is no doubt about that. And anyway, why'd you stay Catholic? Protestantism and Reformed are so much stronger, especially Protestantism. I just love the flexibility. Okay, so I can get Flute at last. Float, it's a Dutch ship. And that will permit me to start mass-producing war galleys. Which makes me marvellously happy. Now I just need to remember where the hell I put the shipyards. And then with this, I should be able to beat the Ottoman Navy and prevent them from just shipping in reinforcements all the bloody time. We'll go one over. Oh, it will piss them off. I had no 3C, no CB wars. Well, don't no CB it. Covert operations get a claim. And yeah, don't truce break. There is never a reason to truce break. Living disaster, what? What? Oh, man. 4 years until one of those runs out. So one of the negatives must have run out. Or I could steal some land. That's the other way. And actually, they have a lot of territory at the moment. So I'm going to steal some land. So first of all, we are going to raise our maintenance because this is going to piss a few people off. Like the Emirs have had me do this. The Alima have had me do this. Now it's the merchant's chance. We'll just have to suck up the 10 years. Sorry. You're trying to find easy solutions around what should be a difficult problem. The Council of Norwich. Really? It's England that's leading the Counter-Reformation? Alright. Right, so you guys are almost ready. I need to choose where to remove them from. Unfortunately, all of them... Oh, no, you're not. Yes, you are. You are a coastal centre of trade. I mean, the ones that are in Alexandria are way more important. So these two are the ones that I can remove safely. Which is the one that had the estates. Oh, there it is. It was development. So it's going to be Halab or Damascus. Which one gives more of a bonus? You're just an inland centre of trade. So are you. You are 25 development. You are 22. So I think I'm going to take it out of Damascus. You are in Aleppo. So army, go to Damascus. Building a ton of ships. Sounds like the Pearl Pirates all over again. Yeah. Yeah, I will be spamming light ships. Just not yet. Still a bit too early for that. Like I said, once we have caravels, which we do, then it becomes kind of worthwhile. Once you hit light frigates, it's absolutely worthwhile. But mostly I just want to scour the Mediterranean of the Ottomans. A talented judge. Acquiring an education in theology and law is often a long process, involving studying classical works of law under the tutelage of the sheikhs of various madrasas. For every work or commentary learnt, the student acquires a certificate, an ijya. I've definitely read that before. So, Aleppo gets bonuses. Or we get a level 3 admin of... a level 3 Syrian, which means 25% cheaper as well. With the plus 50%. Do we have an admin? We have a plus 3 admin already is the problem. I'm just going to take the construction cost reduction, I think. Right, you guys have arrived. You are being removed. We'll reduce their influence by 6, which makes them safe. Good. Let's go and stop the maintenance once again and make all the money in the world. Right, we can get a military guy. Ooh, there's a discipline one. Are you Syrian? No, you're Hijazi. You're Syrian. You are just a plain old level 3, though. So, Amirs. Improved relations diplomat. You are obviously diplomatic. You're admin. And you two are also admin. Dimmy, do you have one? Recruit minister. Trade efficiency, that's also trade. So, no, we don't. I think I'm going to take the discipline guy. Despite the fact that he's not a Syrian, he's still cheaper than that guy. And yes, I'm a penny punching fool. Penny pinching fool, even. Hey, while you're playing as the Mamluks, can't you form Egypt? No, I need to have admin tech 20 to form Egypt. I do now have admin tech 10, which would allow me to get Arabia. I just need more of Arabia. But Egypt requires admin 20. And also the fact that I'm a Mamluk government would kind of suggest that I'm never going to be able to form Egypt. Which seems a bit weird, but I guess that's to keep the Mamluks as the Mamluks. If someone else manages to take all this land, then they can form Egypt. And I can get another idea. Local traditions, unrest reduction. Sure, and in fact no, that was admin tech, never mind. Yeah, let's do it. Yoink. Like, we're actually blitzing through ideas at the moment. We've had a surprisingly good rulers. In fact, we've had really good rulers, and there's a reason for that. It's because Mamluk government is really strong. I'd rate this almost as much as I rated the Prussian government. Just that +2 admin. Monarch admin skill +2. It's nice. A bountiful harvest. We gain free monies. Marvellous. And we're already building all the ships we can build, so I would say that we probably need to build some more buildings. Let's get some more of the plus 10s. That'll do. Meanwhile, how's the manpower doing? Manpower is good, except for the nobles just don't like us. I mean, I have been pillaging my estates from the start of the game, so I'm not overly surprised that they don't particularly like me. New draperies. Price of wool down, price of cloth up. Lovely, because I have a lot of cloth. And all of you lot, go ahead and sail into here. The ships that I already have, I might just go and sink you. I could try and sell you. Can't sell to you. Hungary? Hungary's at war. Fighting against Poland, eh? Right, so if I had a diplomat... Oh wow, that's a massive spy network. Let's have some fun. Support rebels, that still costs me money. And there are no rebels that actually stand a chance in hell of doing anything. Or we could nick their maps. North Atlantic. Russia. I'm going to steal their maps of Russia. Why can't I do this? We have no units in a region adjacent to this one. Why do I need units there? Yoink! Because it's still really early in the game, I can't do more of those. Anyway, that was fun. I'm going to stop spying on you for a moment, because I'm going to need those. That diplomat, and I'm going to select Aragon, wants to know Castile is a hostile. Tunis, you'd be a better option. You're at war with Morocco, of course you are. Ragusa is also at war. Circassia isn't at war. I would like... Damn it! Mamluks have no ships in Circassian supply range. That can be arranged. Let's do that, and then sail up here. Or Lithuania, except Lithuania's at war. I'd like to see you colonize a bit of America. I think that would be interesting. Possibly. I've played so many colonial games, I'm a little bit less interested in doing that. Right, Circassia. I would like to sell you my boats, my really, really old boats. You're saying no for no money. Really? For no money? What about the galleys? I'll sell you the galleys for very little money. Sell ships. Galleys. Ah! For 80? That's almost at construction cost. Owned. Right, who else can I sell stuff to? Papal States. Body. Oh, you're at war. Genoa. That's totally not going to backfire. Let's sell them to Genoa. Or Florence. Or Lucca. Or Siena. Papal States are actually really strong. Or Milan. Milan would probably be a better one, because I think they're less interested in Mediterranean affairs. Yo, Milan, do you want some transports? Oh, you're at war with Venice. Of course you are. Yo, Genoa. Transports? Those. For nothing. No, that's not what I'm offering you. Actually, the first thing I should do is grab all of you and merge you. How about I split them? Sell ships. Those guys. You'd still say yes for that. Like, if no one else wants them, then maybe I will. Although, actually, that's just giving my enemies power. Not doing it for Aragon. You're at war. No, alright. I'm just going to delete them. I can't really see the need for having transports. All the people I'm likely to fight are adjacent to me, which means that I can build more war galleys, which is really what I'm after here. Yeah, I can build a bunch more. And then I'd like to see any of these guys try and beat me at sea. I could also build some down here. It's actually been down here where navies have been more of a problem. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to see you two. We're going to delete you. You five are doing a little bit of trade protection. Are you doing it in Aden or... No, you're doing it in Alexandria. Is that really benefiting me? It's giving me 12 more. It's not a huge amount considering how much I make in terms of provincial. I'm going to get rid of you and I'm going to build war galleys instead. Though I will need to wait a little bit of time to make some more money. Because money is good. Well, we can start building some more anyway. War galley. Four more. Like, as long as we have like 30-ish up here and a 10, 12 down here, then I'll be pretty happy. Like, 30 should be enough to rival the Ottoman Navy. And any of the kind of usual suspects. A new level of army professionalism. We can now build supply depots. More importantly, we can slacken our standards 4 times to get more manpower. State firearm regiments. While the technology is still in its infancy, firearms can be a deadly force in any battlefield. In order to be efficient, however, firearms require regular training and a steady supply of ammunition. For a regular army levy of this level of proficiency can be hard to maintain. A soldier that has to go home and tend his field is not one that will regularly exercise with his weapon. While we cannot change our entire army structure in one stroke, we can ensure that a corps of highly trained salaried troops specialise in these weapons. And we get... Ooh, elite regiments. Army maintenance is increased by 15%, but army drill is increased by 40%. Gives the following modifier until revoked. So it can be revoked. Sure. Abolish armed elite regiments. Does it require anything? Lose 5% professionalism. That seems fine. And I'm going to go and turn you off because I don't want to be constantly reminded that that is a possibility. Alright. One more ship and there we are. We are now going to be in a position to sail around with 41 war galleys. The most modern, most dangerous ships in the Mediterranean. And they're all mine. You're taking attrition. That's annoying. I only just noticed that. Whoopsie. Alright, so how are the Ottomans looking? They have lost a bunch of manpower and in fact have taken some mercenaries. So has Muscovy. In fact, Muscovy's standing army isn't huge. You're at war with Karakanulu? Oh, opportunity strikes! I could go after either of them. I think going to war with the Ottomans, though, would be the more reasonable. Muscovy would not take much to get them to reject. Likewise with Tunis. Alright, let the wheels of war... Wow! Oh, you're at war with the Great Horde. I see the problem. Let's stop counter going after you guys and start improving relations with Muscovy. I'm going to stop going after Ethiopia and I'm going to start spying on the Ottomans instead. Now, what CBs do I have against the Ottomans, if any? Basra is now pretty chill, so we'll see what we can do. I have to wait until the 20th of July, which is now. Okay, so we have got the Take Sivas Conquest CB, or we could humiliate them CB. Akanulu would join us. We're very close to making it so Muscovy wouldn't. I'm kind of surprised by how likely Tunis would join them. Like, Tunis is much less of a problem, although they can come through Fezzan. Oh, you're allied with me, Castile, and the Ottomans? Tunis are like the most secure country in the world right now. Well played, Tunis. Well played. Alright. We're getting a bit of money. I mean, we're going to be attacking them with very little financial assistance here. Yeah, we can definitely get over that. I'm not sure about this, though. Can I get it so that Tunis will join the war on my side? They're allied to the enemy, so they never will. Yeah, I can't promise anything for those guys to bring them in. And have all the ships built? No. 4 of them still outstanding. Down here. Fair enough. In this time period, could you build the Suez Canal? Yes. But it costs, I think, 10,000 ducats to build, something like that, which is a lot. Yeah, it's not even available yet, but it will be later. I think it's available from like 1600, maybe 1700. And yeah, my cavalry are drilled to a very high standard, so cavalry-wise we should be, like, militarily, we should be able to thrash the Ottomans. I mean, they still have a lot of troops. They're up to 16 mercenaries, though. And Muscovy is hemorrhaging manpower. Right, yeah, that would be a no CB, which would be bad. Still would join. I need to start fabricating some claims against you, I think. I would really like, because it's clearly rightfully mine. Where are your forts? Do I want the coast, or do I want to go inland a bit more? I know Karaman's quite a profitable province. I think I just want to take the coast, actually. So, we'll work on that assumption. That's not what I meant. I meant fabricate. Tech. We need to build a bit more of a spy network so that we can get some more. Lovely. Let's group you guys. Send you up there. Wasn't there something about army quality in the ledger now? Yes. Here. Army quality comparison. Rivals. So my morale is currently 0.5, but that's just because I haven't raised it. Ottoman morale is 4.5. That's quite a lot. I have 110 discipline. Ottomans have 105. My siege ability is 6. The Ottomans is 1. My defensiveness is 4. My professionalism is 20, and my tradition is 44. So the Ottoman tradition is a lot higher, but my professionalism is higher. Which means that I can get reinforcements 4 times. They're out of manpower, and they're already hiring mercenaries. And the other one that I would like to see, actually it would be technically a positive opinion, would be Muscovy. Which I'm not seeing. Muscovy's positive relations now, right? Yeah. So why can't I see them? There it is. Muscovy is at 3.5. And basically nothing and anything except for tradition. They have a little bit. Meowing Ducky, thank you very much for the follow.